Hi, folks. Apparently, we find ourselves today commentating on a match of Dominion Online Championship, and it's going to be a round of, I think, 64, or is it 128 still?
It's 128, yeah.
Yeah, and the players are singletee and hakha, and uh, we are doing it together with xyrix here. So, hey,
Hello.
and oh my god, they're going so fast. I can.
Yeah, they've opened already. They've got single team went for Goat Herd Patron. Hawkins got the Patron. Yeah, it looks pretty reasonable. The villagers are going to be valuable. Lighthouse definitely takes a lot of the sting out of familiar. So
Yeah.
Pocket gets a silver instead of the Goat Herd.
So I guess skipping the familiar altogether is kind of reasonable here because putting a lighthouse in play is kind of easy-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you start drawing the deck before too long. There's a lot of good draw cards here. You got Lab and Barge and Council Room.
I guess it would be nice to see the chat here. I'll. All right. So yeah, how good is Patron as a village here? Oh, hey, I guess the best village on the board is Delay actually, right? Because you kind of can have an abundance of plus buy. So
Yeah, definitely with delay, you can just delay patrons or delay draw cards. Like delay barge is just great on its own, I would say.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
oh
poorhouse. I don't know. I mean, it seems a little early for poor. I guess it's the poorhouse patron thing, so that really pushes you to earlier poorhouses.
yeah, is all the is the amount of village effect available good for just mass poor house thingy? I wonder.
I mean, I feel like you can go for maybe not. I don't know how you say mass, but like I would plan on taking like two somewhere between two and four poorhouses probably.
Yeah, some combination of poor houses patrons and something like that. But there is also Windfall, so there is an easy way to get the some massive treasure payload as well.
Yeah, that's true. But I think once you get the porous patron thing going, you just have so many coffers that kind of overwhelms going for Windfall.
Hmm.
Prince is a question. I do kind of wonder if you get a Prince on this board.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you have it in your deck already, it's kind of it's gonna be good. No denying that, but it's kind of a bit slow. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely a bit slow. Prince Lighthouse combo, yeah.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely one thing I'm not used to while commentating. Is like people write things in chat, and it's so cool. You know.
Yeah, sometimes they write intelligent things in chat. Sometimes you get to just ignore the chat because they're talking about something completely irrelevant. But it's it's up to us as the commentators to make decisions, I guess.
Yeah, I always like to like when somebody's playing the match, somebody's commentating. I like to trash talk on the chat, but I guess today they're on the receiving side of that.
Yeah, well, we're doing great. I don't think anyone can have any qualms about the level of commentating we're doing. I'm sure.
All right. So
Yeah, I can see something like that, Honda, like using delay and Prince together somehow.
yeah, I guess there are three ways of getting some, a sort of village effect on this board, and probably like combining all three or maybe skipping the prince is like the best way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, mostly I would want a Prince because the draw village thing is a little bit on the expensive side, anyways. Like your village is sanctuary that costs five. Your draw is like lab or barge.
Yeah, it feels to me like Prince is kind of like a win more thing here. So yeah, you can get it if you feel like you're ahead, you can kind of secure your I don't know, position maybe. Take a turn to get the Prince, but maybe skipping
Yeah,
is also fine.
I guess the problem is also just that there's no good target. You don't want to print. Printing patron isn't the worst thing. Printing
Yeah.
polarized isn't really ideal.
So
They'll have a lot of treasure. Sorry.
yeah, come again.
I was just saying they have a lot of treasures still. Although I would start to think about getting
Poor houses, yeah. Yeah, so far zero poor houses boss, so we'll see what they're going to do.
Hakha wants more villagers apparently.
So Dingen has the same question as as I do. At least it's like, what's the better economy, Windfall or Poor House? And I don't know. Honestly, I kind of think that maybe draw is not too hard, and maybe Windfall is actually better. Because you can do it right here, and then next turn is going to be really good. And and if you try to fiddle with poor houses, it's going to take some turns still to get to the same level of economy.
Well, I mean, let's see. Windfall would add 9 money to the deck. If you add like something like Sanctuary, Patron, Double Poorhouse, that's probably like about the same. Oh, I guess you can't do Sanctuary, Patron, Double Poorhouse, but I feel like you could get to a similar place like in a similar-ish amount of time.
Well, might be so. But apparently, singletee is opting towards Windfall. Let's see what Huck is going to do. It kind of goes.
I feel like Hakha is definitely gonna have to follow suit. Given that they have so a lot more crap in the deck still.
Yeah. They both apparently they both playing kind of fast, so it's I have a hard time judging who's ahead now.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I'm used to Hakha, being definitely on the slower end of the play speed scale.
Okay.
Maybe a little nerves, those game one nerves can get to you.
But you know what, xyrix, I think you're like a king of playing Dominion really fast.
I mean, that might be true, but I think I have good experience of playing people on both ends of the spectrum, and I would say Hakha is more on one end of it than the other.
Okay. So for Hakha, definitely taking Poor House. I mean, he has 5 copper still, so it's yeah.
That's not gonna work. He started with the silver, not the goat herd, so he's got a lot more stuff.
Well, it looks to me like Huck is behind because he only has like what he added a lab just now. He only had 2 barges, so Singletee definitely has more draw as of now.
Yeah, definitely. Singletee is just a little more short on the villages, but I think
Yeah.
he can get around that here with some delaying. Yeah, like you just buy province and delay all this stuff, and then you're in an okay place again.
So you would go ahead for green now.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you got the sanctuary. Like you can green. You can probably windfall again next turn. Do something like windfall province next turn, and then I think you're in really good shape.
Yeah, I mean this turn is a little bit unfortunate for Singletee. He bottom deck a couple of labs, and I guess another barge as well.
Yeah. My experience playing with like sanctuary is basically that it's really hard to it's really hard to green too early and really The game can get quite difficult if your opponent greens before you do, even if your deck is otherwise better.
Yeah, Sanctuary allows you to, do magic with your green cards. Like they just
Yeah,
disappear.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I guess Haka is not, he still has quite some coppers to Sanctuary away, so that's something. So he can't really quite opt to green this quickly as Singletee can.
Yeah, it would definitely be a little bit more dicey for Haka to start greening. He might go for something like second Windfall and like a third Sanctuary even, or maybe just more lab.
So, but yeah, Singletee decided to build a little bit more. But probably this turn, I mean, if he draws, and he's kind of bound to, right? If he draws, he should probably start greening here, and it should be double bronze easily, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got the 3 golds, these 2 silvers.
A patron or two.
Yeah, he's got the patron. Yeah. Single D is Lighthouse because there was a turn where he only had 2, so that was the thing to buy on too.
Yeah, lighthouses are a bit weird, but then again, maybe it's like maybe the end game thing. Maybe you are in a losing position, you are desperate, and you kind of try to get the potion, and I don't know, try to come back this way. But it kind of looks like
Yeah, I mean, I
it
think
would be hard.
if there wasn't Lighthouse on the board, you'd definitely open the potion, and
Yeah.
this game would be a lot more annoying.
Apparently, Meek does not like the lighthouses.
I mean, I can see why they're not really
Yeah.
helping.
I mean, you just kind of need to assume that familiars are not good enough, and at this point they're too slow to get, and then you kind of
Yeah, well, you have lots of time anyways. Like if your opponent buys potion, then on your next turn
yeah,
you buy Lighthouse, then like you're fine.
yeah, yeah. Since everybody's overdrawn, then
Mm.
what's Haka thinking about right now?
Just what he wants to delay.
So the last card must be still a copper, right?
Does he just have to?
Oh no, never mind, never mind. It's not the copper, definitely. Oh, what is it? It might be another lab or another barge. Must
Oh, there you go. He
yeah,
drew it for us, so
was
now we know it's a barge.
barge.
Alright, we figured that out. Windfall he gets another Windfall
Oh,
in the lab of province.
yeah, that looks pretty reasonable.
Yeah, so that gives if Haga draws again, then he'll have enough money to triple.
Yeah,
Which looks pretty good.
yeah. I mean, his position is really good now as a second player.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see, Singletee is 6, 8. Yeah, so he has 19 money. He plays all this.
He can do something similar to what Haka did, but then he's kind of they kind of switched places as far as the first player goes.
Yeah. I think it was that turn when he got a couple labs. Those labs were pretty superfluous. It was just kind of an overreaction to not drawing as well as he could have.
Yeah, I guess between both Sanctuary and Barge gives you buys, and then the labs are probably not so good here. But yeah, he gets more economy, delays the barge, and gets another lap. So as far as I remember, Hakha is higher seeded than singletee, right?
Yeah, Hawkeye is something like the fourth seed maybe.
Hmm.
I think he's very
Oh,
high up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of difference, obviously. But singletee is definitely underrated, underseeded, because he's a very
Yeah.
very good player.
Definitely someone who would benefit from a non ladder based seeding
Hmm.
scheme.
Hmm.
So with Haka, I would guess that you just go for the triple here.
6 goals is like 18. Yeah, yeah, he can go for that. You can delay some, probably play the sanctuary, right, just to get another buy or.
Yeah, I mean definitely you play the sanctuary here, get the province out of the deck, and then
So hey, apparently Poorhouse never seen the play here, and neither did Prince.
yeah, it's sad for those of us who are poorhouse lovers.
Yeah,
We're gonna soldier on.
but yeah, I mean, I guess if not for the Windfall, that would be a very nice Poorhouse board.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so what are those last cards?
Mm,
M-
uh,
Maybe a silver if he has two, or a singletee does has two silvers. I don't remember.
I think Singleton is the one with two silvers.
Uh,
I think they might. Well, no, Hawkeye's another patron. So one of them is patron. Not sure what the other one is. Maybe a lab or something. Sanctuary. Oh yeah, he's got the two sanctuaries. Yeah, so it's sanctuary patron.
okay, okay. So a singletee is sitting on two patrons then, right? And singletee has this god herd.
Yeah. No, so yeah, Singleton's got the Joker in exile. Yeah, Singleton does have 27 money in deck. I missed Singleton windfalling last turn.
Yeah, yeah.
So Hawkeye does go ahead and get the triple.
So can singletee triple?
Yes, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
Well, also no, because he didn't draw enough.
Yeah, that's a bit tough now for singletee. I mean, I guess I mean, I guess there is no other way but taking like a province, right? Because I mean, what
Yeah,
else you going to
you pretty
do?
much just have to like province double duchy and I don't know hope for things to happen to Haka, which are pretty much impossible given that he's got a barge coming in.
Yeah, and the singletee was not able to delay anything or like to put the barge in play for the next turn, so he's pretty much toasted here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's got the two villagers, so he'll still be able to draw a good amount. It's
Yeah, but he ain't gonna have another turn.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just well, it's too easy for Hawkeye to at least take one province, and I don't think Clearty beats even one province.
All right, so that was a rather fast one, right?
Well, 20-ish minutes. Normal Dominion time, I would say.
Yeah. So rather bad for singletee to lose his first player game, but well, we'll see what's coming up next.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, a donate board. So that's really good for
Oh,
Hakha. I mean, as far as the first player advantage goes.
yeah, for sure. This looks like well, it looks a little complicated as far as these things go. Groundskeepers seem pretty important
Yeah.
since there's no draw. Um,
Hmm. I wonder if you
yeah,
ever.
that's true.
I wonder if you ever take Leprechaun here.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, um, definitely if you want to do yeah the improved T map thing that the chat is talking about looks pretty good actually.
yeah. I mean, I guess you can. With that, you can donate turn 3 and then have golds like on what turn 5, right? And you can play them turn 6.
Yeah, yeah, and then you're pretty set from there. I think. So the question is, well, I mean, yeah, you'd like to be able to outscore that with something involving groundskeepers. It just seems there's not really a good way to gain groundskeepers.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow this improved treasure map thing, you kind of you're in a really weird situation. It's like about buying the herbalist for 11, because you're gonna have like what 4 goals to play on turn 6, and then you kind of. I mean, I guess you can get a Hamlet, but it feels a little bit slow.
Yeah, I mean, you could try and do some more delayed line where you open like improve Hamlet and you like don't you get the buy on the turn you see the Hamlet and donate it then, but I don't know that doesn't immediately strike me as being faster. Um,
But I mean, I guess getting 4 goals and just going for provinces, it just loses to groundskeepers, right?
well, I don't know. It takes a long time to to get any groundskeepers, right? Like what's I mean, I guess you would still do the treasure map thing to start. I would guess. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
the problem with groundskeepers, they are kind of expensive, and also I guess the best support on the board for going for groundskeepers is probably like the artificer, right?
maybe. I mean, I don't know. That seems kind of inefficient without a new draw. I think maybe what you do is you get your 4 golds. You try and go to like 4 golds Hamlet, and then you
Mm-hmm.
buy. Either you're just buying like two groundskeepers a turn, or maybe you get like yeah. I mean, you get like an artificer so that you can discard 2 things every turn to add
Yeah.
like a Hamlet or something, so you get more buys eventually. But I think that's I don't know. Someone who enjoys math more than me can do the math to figure out whether the groundskeeper line is actually capable of outscoring not groundskeeper.
All right. So Haka goes for donate turn 2. Interesting. What did
Yeah,
Singletee
really
got an
interesting.
improv? They both got an improv, right?
Yeah, they both got the improve. Yeah, we'll see what Hawkeye's plan is here. Um, does not take the ghost,
Yeah, I
which I
mean,
think is fair.
yeah. Why would you want it now?
Singlety gets Singlety gets passage, which I don't know about.
It looks slightly underwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah,
So Hakan can
I
opt
guess
for the treasure maps now if he wants to.
goes for the artificer. Yeah, so we looks like we will not see any treasure maps. At least not yet.
I mean, Haka can get 2 right now, but if he wants to.
Yeah, Hawke wants T maps. Well, why did he keep Copper if he wants T maps? This just seems.
Well, I mean, this way he can get two right now, right?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe this is just. Maybe it's just. I don't know. I mean, I don't like having the coppers. No matter what thing you're doing, if it's you know the building with groundskeepers thing or the money, I don't want two coppers.
But I mean, then again, so he actually he's you know so he's going to get like the golds and the Hamlet this turn, and then thing is he'll be able to maybe get when he gets the like some groundskeepers, maybe he'll get also a couple of estates or something, and then he can donate again. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's definitely got the space to do that because of being first player and.
I wonder if this ghost for singletee is actually good.
I'm curious. I do not really see what the plan is here, but I'm interested to find out.
Ooh, so Hakha bottom decked his freshly bought Hamlet, which is, I guess, not too unexpected, right? With 4 goals in hand, but
Yeah, yeah.
it ain't good for him.
That's why I like getting the Hamlet before you donate, because that way you draw it mostly. Singletee gets more passages. I guess the idea of singletee is basically to get the passages and then improve them into the groundskeepers.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's like since a groundskeeper is a card you don't really need right now, right? Or your next turn you really want them. You just want to have a lot of them for the future. So buying getting secret
exactly.
passages it's a better way of doing that, I guess. So what do you do as Hakha now?
Well, I mean, do you just buy groundskeeper? I guess if you think the groundskeeper thing is better, then you click on groundskeeper. Or maybe you click on Artificer. Those would be the two things. Donate again now.
I mean, you don't donate, right, for those two, copper and this mirror, right?
I wouldn't. I would just, yeah, anyways.
Well, let's see what he's going to do.
Buy cemetery and get rid of some of these awful golds, the curses that are choking your deck up.
You can also get a death card.
Yeah, maybe you want that sweet ruin market there.
All right.
All right, Hunger goes for another.
What?
Wow.
What the hell?
That is surprising.
What the hell? What?
I did not expect. Just did not expect to get another treasure map.
Yeah, it's rather puzzling to me. I mean, what are you going to do with that?
I'm guessing he's gonna buy like second treasure map plus donate on this turn. Is must be the plan. It seems like overdoing something. I don't think there's anything that on this board that you would need 8 golds for.
I mean, to me, that kind of indicates that he wants to maybe rush the provinces and skip the groundskeepers altogether or something like that.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're gonna rush the provinces, like
you're already a bit too late for that, right?
Yeah, you just buy province. You don't spend $15 on a treasure map.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's see how. I mean, there is a plan, right? maybe it's all going somewhere. Oh, hey, so Singletee got a leprechaun. Interesting, and it's like 4 cards. So yeah, he can do it here, right?
looks good.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know if playing the artificer there was a mistake or not. Definitely getting to the point for single T where I want a Hamlet.
All right. He still doesn't have any. But I mean, with artificer, he kind of can maybe. Well, I mean, with the lack of draw, it's still pretty hard to get. But he can maybe discard for that.
Yeah, or you could wish for one. It's not the craziest idea.
Well, I guess Hakha can go with a single groundskeeper now and just go for provinces. I mean, if that's what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, if you're definitely the Groundskeeper is going to be the best thing to buy for 7.
I mean, in the end, it's probably better than something like a wedding here.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need more gold. It's like the 9th gold. You know, I draw the line.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all turns out.
I don't know. I honestly I would put my money on singletee here because I mean it's a harder deck to play, right? But I would trust that he'll be able to kind of execute it nicely.
Yeah, I think it's turned out pretty good given that it was a fairly complicated line that he's playing here.
Yeah. Will he be able to find his leprechaun here? And I guess the answer is yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can bottom deck one of his cantrips for the ghost, or maybe I mean I guess it's not necessary, right? He's gonna buy some more.
Yeah, but then if you don't do that, then it risks hitting the wish, and that's suboptimal.
Yeah, I guess. So here's a Hamlet, right?
I think so. Could be improved, but goes for the Hamlet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the problem with improv, he's only he only gonna be playing it every other turn with on the ghost turn.
Yeah, that's true. Although the ghost turn is now, and you could definitely pick up a Hamlet mid-turn here.
So missed the leprechaun this turn, sadly.
That'll happen.
Yeah, Honda's correct here. He should have been playing Passage before the Groundskeeper to see more cards for maybe getting a leprechaun activation.
Yeah. This looks really good for singletee because he has now 7 or he has 6 more turns after this one to outscore the 8 provinces, and I think he should be able to get there very easily.
That looks just a double Groundskeeper, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And he can still top deck a Hamlet with that, which is good.
2 Groundskeepers donate. You would need a 3rd buy for that. A discard for okay. Yeah, I can see a donate now. It's probably better to do it on one of the coming out of the ghost turn, I would say.
Well, I guess with those secret passages, those coppers are not that bad. It kind of mitigates the problem with having the coppers. Oh wait.
That's true. Although I would take cemetery, which that's reasonable, I think. Although not being able to buy Groundskeeper.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. I guess you want to keep a copper to just be able to get another Groundskeeper.
Oh yeah, then he just bought another naked cemetery.
Oh, yeah, that ain't too good here.
Yeah, I don't like that. Now I would, buys another Groundskeeper, which sounds fine. It's a little bit suboptimal from singletee for sure, but I think it's still winning.
Yeah, I mean, Haka's going to see his single groundskeeper once in a while, but probably it ain't gonna be enough. Because I mean, singletee still can, he has like what, 6 groundskeepers now. He can, and he can get on his ghost turns. He can get like quite a number of estates, and then he could just donate, and
Yeah, yeah.
he
He can
doesn't
easily
need
get the
like
cemetery
any
pile too.
provinces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
So all the groundskeepers are in play, and I guess I would play Artificer first before this secret passage, and then you can. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, right?
not particularly.
And you can get like an estate with this arty, or so he
Yeah.
ended up having no buys here. Province, I mean, I guess at this point it's fine to get the province.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to score 6 points a turn. I mean, the province is just ending the game faster, which is
Yeah.
great. I don't know if he's trying to lose. That's maybe.
Oh, that might be an overstatement from me, but I think yeah, I don't really like the province in the way that he does not need it. It's the safest way is probably not getting any provinces for him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a little bit better to not take the province. But I don't know. It doesn't change the win probability
Uh,
barely at all, in my opinion.
so how do you like getting some points with artificers and then just donating maybe? Or well, I guess you don't even need that. You just take the prize, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hyatt does the fancy resign,
Uh,
and that's that.
yeah. So interesting. So and it was Singletee won this donate board as a second player, so that's really good for him.
Yeah, Marvin Swan is proven correct that there's no extra FPA on donate boards. So.
Yeah. Right. Just 0 FPA on donate boards.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Haka does some ironic toiling, which is always good.
Yeah.
Some style points for the ironic
Right. Right.
toiling. We both have 5-2 here, which is kind of an interesting decision.
Am I correct? Toil translates to something like hard labor, right? Or
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, in this case, it's specifically ironic when you toil for and do nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Well, so as far as opening goes, 5-2 kind of sucks, right? I mean, that's not what you want.
I mean, I think it's okay-ish, mostly because the silver does not excite me at all. Um,
I guess that's also true.
Singlety goes for the Haunted Woods. I think I like the hunting party here. It's really nice if you see it like turn 4, and it's not like bad if you see it turn 3. It's just like cantrip chancellor.
Mm. Well, that's true, but um, how would you consider a remodel on 5-2?
And I'm with Steph here. I really don't like opening remodel.
Hmm. Hmm.
This is definitely a good board to open remodel on. I mean, the state into caravan is great.
I don't know. Like things like hunting party open is like really weird, right? It's not, you know, it's I mean it's not like a Mandarin open or anything like that, but it's still not something you would really want to do given some better alternatives.
I mean, you'd definitely be happier if there was like a 2 that you liked, but
Mm,
I mean, hunting
yeah.
party is just such a good card. I think that's
Yeah.
mostly it. Like you're just happy to have it on the deck here.
All right. So They both have remodels. Hakha has Hunting Party, Singletee has his Haunted Woods. That's not the best draw for Singletee with the as far as remodel draws go. I guess you just get the Hunting Party here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could do the fancy thing and remodel your silver into hunting party and then rebuy the silver.
Yeah, but
Clearly an option.
yeah, right. So I guess nobody's considering the alchemist here, and I mean it looks like it's correct because
Various reasons.
yeah, like yeah, I mean the obvious reason is that there is no buy, and also hunting party is just such a good alternative that alchemists are a bit too slow.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even if there wasn't hunting party, I think you might still just not play with alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get horn. I think, or maybe second hunting party.
You know what? I think one of the cards that has the most anti-synergy with Horn is actually a King's Court. I mean, here you probably still go for, it's a Horn of Plenty deck, right? But
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's
but sometimes I feel like, you can't king king makes everything like extremely better than it is, and you can't king the Horn, so Horn kind of loses because of this interaction usually.
that's interesting. I think of king and horn as being really good together because horn is like probably the easiest card that just lets you gain a KC just without any
Oh well, I mean
without much cost attached to that.
that's a good point actually. So
Saga has six again. At the horn last year. I think this is definitely a hunting party. Then I'd want more than one.
yeah, looks good to me. Yeah, buy a gold.
Yeah, I would not suggest buying a gold. Not recommended.
You know what? I kind of feel that. I mean, this board is definitely a very bad example of this, but I think that gold, actually, with the last couple of expansions, the games are going in generally so much faster. Than gold is sometimes not such a bad payload. Sometimes you really want to get some, and I definitely my opinion on gold definitely increased after the last couple of expansions.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean there has been well, I mean there's been a lot of good payload printed. I mean you got like you got inventor and
Yeah,
library and that sort of thing.
Inventor's crazy. So Singletee opted to Toil instead of getting a King's Court, which I guess it's a reasonable price to get the Haunted Woods in play.
I would rather have an estate and no caravan and a king's court. That is my opinion.
Makes sense. Makes sense, to be honest. So
So
yeah,
here,
is it enough for a King's Court? Enough uniques for a King's Court? Well, no, not quite there, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I would have needed to be able to toil the remodel. Not that you have a really good target for that at the moment. But like I think it's fine to just grab KC and another horn.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. And also, he has a nice setup for the next turn, so he's kind of bound to draw his both horns, right, with the Haunted Woods in play and three caravans.
just having 3 silvers in hand right here. Although it is going to let him toil here, which is pretty nice.
So
I would,
Haka decided to get another Haunted Woods instead of Horn. So he kind of wants to, continue having some good turns there.
I guess. I mean, I don't think you need the Haunted Woods like very much at all at this point. You got
Yeah.
KC, you got some hunting parties, you got Caravan to connect KC and hunting parties. Although here it looks like Haka will have to king the Caravan, which is not ideal.
Yeah, I mean, King in the Caravan is Caravan's probably like the saddest target for King's Court, right?
Yeah, that's true. This is pretty sad for him. I would have kinged the Caravan, yeah. But it's reasonable to keep fishing. Like if you draw the hunting party, you're happy. I would just king nothing here. Like, yeah, just play the haunted. King remodel. So why would I want 3 estates? That's
Yeah.
That's not what I want.
It's not the previous board with all the Groundskeepers, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's missing some groundskeepers. It's also like 7 money is like a good number of money. And I want to spend that money.
Hey, but on the other hand, putting a King's Court in a remodel play bumps your unique count up to 7, so you can get the King's Court with the horn.
I suppose it's still
1, 2, 3.
Well, he's only at 4 right now.
Oh,
so
yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm just wrong there. Yeah. In this case, yeah. Oh, hey, a singletee has pretty much the same dilemma here.
Yeah, here it looks a lot better in KC remodel because you can remodel 2 silvers and get like 2 horns or whatever.
Yeah. But so Haka has both horns, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he only has 1 horn.
Oh, okay.
Singletee has the other one. Remodel woods into KC. I like that actually. Yeah, remodel the silvers into like horn and hunting party, and yeah, haunted woods into KC. That all looks good to me.
What does the next hand look like for a single? So he has okay. So he put Haunted Woods in play. So yeah, I mean that'll look good, right? Really?
Decided to go Cobbler to state, which I don't know. I think I would have rather not done that, but I can see why it was done. You do not have to keep upgrading your cards. That is just false. You just draw all the coppers and you do not need to become like what now that we're out of caravans. Like, what do you even remodel the estate into? You like get a monument like that? Mostly useless.
Yeah, monument is underwhelming here, but I guess additional remodels are kind of, I mean, not too terrible there, but still rather awkward.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the remodel isn't like the worst thing.
I mean, yeah, you can
gap the horns from silver, but like you don't need a second remodel for that.
Yeah.
Like, your 1 remodel is fine.
I mean, there is something to be said that King's Court is remodelable into Province, but then again, in most cases, on the most draws, you'd rather be just playing your King's Courts.
Yeah, it's just so clunky compared to just like you play the horn and then the province falls out.
Yeah. All right, Caravan at the horn. That mid game gaining those horns is really great. It's just the only problem is that actually drawing this horn might be a bit tricky because of the nature of hunting parties keeping over the stuff.
Yeah, that's true. He's got 3 coppers on a caravan in the discard already.
Oh, hey, but never mind. He still has another triple play, right? He can triple play. Yeah,
He can triple the hunting party there.
yeah. So I guess he still he still does not draw everything, right? He draws he draws 4 more cards, right? And he has 6 cards in the discard now, right? Or maybe even more than. I guess it's 6. It must be 6, right?
Yeah, it's 6.
And none of them are uniques.
Oh wait, no. One of them is, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's 6 on the discard. Yeah. So he doesn't take the gold now.
Yeah, I mean, gold actually makes sense here just because it's unique and you kind of increasing your draw here. And as far as remodel goes, it's as good target for remodel into King's Court as anything else, right?
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, it seems fine. I don't know if it's better to have a gold than a caravan at this point.
Well, I guess it's just if you ain't getting any unique a card with your third remodel play, it means you're top decking another stop card for the next turn. But probably it doesn't really matter with the 2 caravans and haunted woods in play, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is better. I mean, the point is that if you play that caravan, then instead of remodeling it, or if you remodel like the caravan into a hunting party, then it's also 1 less stop card, and maybe it's a hunting party that winds up on top of your deck.
Well, yeah, I mean that's true.
Yeah.
So there goes the Lost Estate, and Singletee gets a monument, which is
it seems fine. I mean, as far as things to remodel a state into, like.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's not exactly like that, but this monument could be like a four cost confusion, just a remodel target or something, or like some generic unique card in play. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what it is, but it is unique, which is nice-ish.
And I guess maybe if you so happen to king it at some point, maybe it will give you eventually some edge on the end game. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a duchy worth of points.
Yeah.
Who knows? We will see how Hakha draws here, and whether he can get to the finish.
Oh, hey, discarded another King's Court, which is bad because if you draw the King's Court, I guess you kind of just try and go for getting. Oh, hey, actually, can you pile here?
Well, it's not quite in hand. It's sort of close.
But yeah, if you remodel your haunted woods, if you remodel your gold into 2 more horns, and then yeah, it's a pity he discarded another King's Court, right? But
yeah, if he had Casey in hand,
then
everyone in chat thinks that he has infinite draw, which he really doesn't.
yeah, because if you king your remodel here, you only have like realistically 2 hunting parties to draw, and then your horns are not unique, so you kind of gonna have hard time. Well, I guess you bump into King's Court, right? On the first hunting party play.
Yeah, I mean, you do get that back. I mean, yeah, you lose some, some kinginess with not being able to hit KC.
BRB, well, let's hope that singletee will be able to get in time before the game ends. Because, yeah, I mean, it can, I definitely believe that it can be over. Oh, hey, here's the king's court. Although,
Yeah. So now I think it should
oh,
it
it
should be
starts with a
going
hunting
here.
party. Interesting.
I don't know if you lead with that, but
Yeah, I kind of I would start with a remodel. I mean, with kind of drawing this caravan, you have one more good remodel target less, right? But
yeah.
but I guess here you just kill your caravan, haunted woods, and gold, and you're good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's in the discard? Two more coppers, right? So he's
It's
gonna
two up.
draw three more cards. If he draws two coppers and the horn, it is still good, right? No, it isn't.
No, yeah, he needs to gain seven things still to win. So, um,
Oh, hey, so Steph suggests to Haunted to Horn, go to Hunting Party, and then what? Um,
then you
then
draw, and you
Horns
have so then yeah, okay, so
Horns are
that's
down to
five.
two, Hunting Party is down to three, and then you have. But where do you get another gain then? You're gonna have in this case you're gonna have enough gains to empty, but you're still gonna need the points. I mean, if I'm counting this correctly. But so far, two horns gained with the remodel, and let's see if he opts to get another hunting party or another horn here with the last remodel.
Yeah, I mean it seems well. I mean it's better to gain hunting parties, right? Because you want to.
Oh yeah, Lime suggests a monument. Oh yeah,
Right,
well,
so
okay, okay, that's good enough.
he does draw
That's good enough.
the appropriate stuff, so it's all good. Yeah, you're right. It's a gain over. So he had enough room to draw the other copper too, and it would have been fine.
All right, so hey, it's been like what? It's been 1 hour, and they played three games already. Two went for Hakha and one for singletee.
Yeah, we're blazing by championship pace, I would say.
Yeah.
Having watched the A pop match earlier today, which was much more languid.
Oh hey, yeah, I haven't been watching it. But it kind of determines my next opponent in case I win my next match, right? So I've been kind of interested in that, and I've been checking with the
Yeah,
Dombot once in a while, and it lasted a long time.
yeah, it was a good match. Some interesting boards, definitely.
Who's this Pop guy? I mean, he's so high rated. I never played them. I don't think.
I think it's a Japanese
Mm,
player,
okay,
if I'm
well,
correct.
that explains. All right.
Yeah, all right, what do we have here? We have this looks like a big old mess mostly.
Yeah. Ew. Such an unpleasant board.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I guess you just grab hag and courtyard, and that's that. Um, I think castles look pretty good.
Yeah.
I would definitely be angling to castles.
Yeah. That's a very more good board for castles. So yeah, there is hag, but otherwise it would be just what, like some form of envoy money or something,
Yeah, I mean I just play like courtyard money, I guess.
or yeah, or that.
Yeah, but yeah, with hag, I would definitely want to play with hag.
And yeah, I mean with hag you probably it makes courtyard even better because you really, you know, it makes your terminal drawn a bit less terminal or something.
Yeah. It lets you shift things around, which is nice when you're facing swamp hag. You can like put your gold back on top, so you can buy province next turn and not take a curse or something.
So here for Hakka another hag, and the next turn another courtyard. Looks good.
Yeah. Then I would. Well, I don't know if you take the courtyard. Three terminals is feeling maybe a little.
But I mean, starting from this point, you're gonna all everything you're gonna get is going to be like treasures, right? So I guess this deck's going to get really fat really fast, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think a courtyard is fine. You're right. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that single T took silver over humble castle. I think humble castle is a lot better than silver. Um,
Yeah, here it would be a really great time for Hakka to get castles, but you know, hag. So,
yeah, exactly. You don't want two curses. Probably just grab another swamp hag.
but he has two already. So he gets a gold over or a bank. I wonder if that's correct.
Done.
Well, it looks like we have a lot of chat going on. I, I can't keep up with that. Definitely need some experience. So Singletee can now. So Singletee goes for a bank, and Hakka's draw is not. Well, I guess he gets a castle here now. That would sound good, definitely. Um, but I mean, the only weird thing is, I mean, so far for Hakka, he only has like a gold as a source of economy. Well, if you don't count the hacks, so that was not the very best turn for them in terms of he was not able to buy anything, and it was not the turn when he was attacked by the hack. But all right, whatever. This probably should be. Well, I mean, do you even want the province? I mean, you probably still want to add more economy. Beating definitely makes things a bit awkward. Gets gold. So it looks like a it looks like a judgment match between gold and bank. So Hakka definitely opts for golds and single T wants banks apparently. Yeah, high beats makes quite some sense because obviously because of the hag, because buying things is more expensive than it usually is here with the curses action going on. You know what? I want to say something. I think I have a problem. I think I was there with another person. It was xyrix, and it looks like we've lost him. Yeah, xyrix is not here anymore. I don't know what happened, but maybe he had some connection issues or something. Hopefully, we'll see him back. All right. So meanwhile, all the depth goes to singletee, and it was 17 if I'm not mistaken. So that's a high beat. That's a rather high beat. I think the meta on the mountain pass beats kind of shifted towards lower beats through the last couple of years, because I remember when uh, after Empires came out, I guess most people thought it was kind of good to beat at like 16 or 17. But right now it's definitely more like, I don't know, 12 or something, and it's still high. So far only two curses gone. I was not following it close enough to see whether. Well, I guess they kind of, both players have a curse, right? Judging by the points, by the point counter. So Sif says it's a 14 beat meta. Well, I guess that must be correct. I don't know. So that's a good turn for Haka because a lot of money, and yeah, that looks like double castle, and that's very lucky because he had a lot of money, no attack, and the last turn for singles he kind of proved that bank was maybe not the best idea because or I mean it definitely drew it poorly. So here we see a 100 castle attack. So
Hey, I'm back.
oh hey.
Sorry
uh,
about my internet went out there.
all right, nice to have you back. We were getting worried.
Yeah, not sure what happened to my internet. I'm connected on my phone now, so we'll see how that goes. But
All right. Well, so far you don't sound like a robot or anything, so the connection is
that's good. That's
keeping
good.
up.
Someone has a bank, I see, which seems bad.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what else has been going on while I was away.
yeah. It's since you went away, that's the second time where a bank was not good. So maybe we can see it as as the some I don't know. We can come to conclusion here that bank is maybe not the best.
All right, we'll try and do some data analysis and see if bank is good or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks like singles has more points, which is usually good.
Yeah, on a board like that, definitely. But most of the point advantage comes from the mountain pass beat.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
So continuous hex plays by singletee. Haka gets opulent with the curse, which is I would say worth it.
It looks well. It looks pretty. It looks not great on this board, honestly. I would say it's probably
Yeah.
one of the weaker
Hey,
decks.
would you look at that? Steph is correct here. We just missed a singletee turn where bank was actually quite good.
Yeah, plus 4 money. Yeah, it's
Uh,
got a
the
courtyard there. Is the courtyard good? We don't
the problem is if it would be a gold, it would still be the same effect, right? You still want to buy this.
Well, you got the courier at it, I think. Wouldn't have been able to hit that otherwise, but.
Oh, hey, do you really want? What? Why wouldn't you play your small castle to trust the whatever it was, the crumbling one? It's like the best target for it. That was a bit weird.
Yeah, it looked real good.
So this King's Castle might be. You were saying?
No, I was just saying there's kind of a case, I think, for holding on to the small just until you can use it to get kings, just because of how important kings tends to be.
Yeah, but he had crumbling in hand.
Oh, yeah, the crumbling in hand.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, then that's a no-brainer. Yeah.
So this King's Castle would definitely make yeah, it goes to singletee and it's a big deal.
Yeah, that's the bank being good there.
Yeah.
I should apologize for saying bad things about the bank.
Yeah, right. What does this scholar do? I mean, it is a little bit weird, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem any better than a courtyard, sort of in general. I mean, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I can't even say it's any better than a courtyard. Because it's just smithy, right? It's like exactly the same as smithy.
Yeah.
Cycles, which you don't really want.
I mean, honestly, on a board like that, those things are kind of a little bit random. It can give you like an amazing draw, but you can't really, think about it this way because it's just pretty much random in comparison with the courtyard or whatnot.
Some beautiful hands they're getting here.
Yeah, those decks are like too good to be true.
I mean, they've done such a good job of scoring. It's well, you just gotta ignore the turn count. It must be an error. It must be like turn 18, not turn 29.
Yeah, I guess. So that looks like another province hand for singletee, and that kind of seals it.
I think that should be it.
Yeah, Scholar. Scholar is not great here.
Maybe you can just play it Amazon. Sort of that.
So yeah, I mean, at this point, it kind of there is no coming back, I guess.
Yeah, you can just click on Dutchy a little bit more. And help.
Well, one good thing is this opulent castle is amazing here. It's just enough for a province.
Yeah, that would have been beautiful if you got in turn. Also, if you wanted to buy province.
Yeah. Could you please help me out there? I kind of forgot the match points. I think it's 2-2, right? Yeah, looks like it.
I'm gonna trust our Silverstein.
Yeah.
Seems like a trustworthy person. All right, what do we have here?
And yeah, looks like every single game was won by a second player, right?
It is very impressive. Good job, second player. That guy is crushing it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you said R. Silverstein. I would totally pronounce it like R. Silverstein, like if it is like something German or.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're American. So.
Okay.
That would be the usual American way to pronounce it.
That makes sense. But I guess in German it would be like Silberstein, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. I should know these things given I live in Germany. But anyways, what do we have here? We have this looks like a big old inventor
Yeah.
thing. With I guess some crossroads support. You get I would plan on like trashing the coppers with the hideout and then doing some draw with
Yeah.
crossroads.
So that's a bit unlucky for singletee to draw this estate here, because otherwise it would be well, I mean, I guess you can just like go for something like Ghost Town even, because it's not like you need 5.
Yeah, I would like the ghost town there. I mean you can grab Cobbler as a singletee. We should look at hakha3 because it's his turn.
Cobbler is such a weird card. I mean, it's kind of reasonable to have them, but they always, you always wish it was something better than that.
Yeah, like you always just wish it was dead mostly. It's one of those orange and black cards. Although you're usually happy that it's Cobbler instead of Crypt. But
I mean, I guess your draw and your actions are kind of really depend on your hand there, and probably that's the best case for having a Cobbler, right? Maybe you really want to get this crossroads right now, or maybe you want to even like get a green. No, I mean an estate. I don't know.
yeah, it's definitely possible that you would might like situationally choose to do that. You got your crossroads in hand.
But you know what? Cobbler has a terrible synergy with Bath. Maybe that's why they're not getting it.
Pretty much everything is a terrible synergy with Bath.
Right.
Except Sea Hag, I guess. You can just play Sea Hag and not buy.
Yeah. Maybe.
Points as long time is saying in the chat. I don't think the Bath curse thing rush really works. I mean, I'd be a little scared of it, but I think hideout is good enough curse trashing that you can keep it.
Oh wait, I guess I just came up with an amazing idea for a deck here. You can get a couple of hags. You can tax every turn, just give them curses, and you get the Bath points every turn. That's like a tax rush.
Basically, just an auto in there.
Yeah. Yeah, what's your third pile? First pile, I'll tell you what's the third pile. First pile is tax, second pile is Bath, and yeah, no third pile, that's a problem.
You have curses. Actually,
Oh, right. I forgot about the most important pile there.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so they're motoring along here. What do they get instead of Cobbler? That's what I spent this whole shuffle waiting for singletee's Cobbler, but I guess he was not actually listening to the chat and didn't get one, so yeah, okay, got hideout instead.
Yeah.
Which seems a lot worse to me, given that you can gain the hideout with the Cobbler. Mostly that.
I wonder who has 2 crossroads.
I think singletee does.
Oh, hey, it's funny. 5 hideouts. They bought 5 hideouts between them, and it's only 2 coppers in the trash so far.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of hideout plays coming up. I don't really like go to 5 hideouts. Go to pile. I mean, I guess having 2 hideouts is okay. The person with 3 hideouts, though, I think they've definitely taken too many hideouts. I would want more ghost towns. Ghost town is just a really good card when you're trying to do this crossroads stuff.
It looks like this kingdom looks like a rare situation where you kind of maybe try to get a little amount of green cards to maybe just help you crossroads, or maybe I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't know about that. I feel like if you have enough ghost towns that you can get by with just your three estates. I'm not amazing at doing crossroads engines, but that's my impression.
well. I guess maybe getting more slay is just better than trying to fiddle with additional green cards to help your crossroads.
Yeah, that could be true too. I mean, depending on your terminal space.
Yeah.
Right now, there's loads of terminal space since neither of them are touching Ghost Town for reasons that are just completely perplexing to me.
Yeah, I mean, this buy should definitely be a ghost town now for Haka.
Oh yeah, I think so, and let's see, inventor hideout scheme. The inventor is fine. The hideout does not seem good. The scheme does not seem good. And now buying a sleigh, yeah, we're really. I do not feel good about these hideouts.
What's going on with the inventors? Who's got the most of them? It looks like
Hakha is four now,
oh
so that's that.
yeah. So that's a pretty poor draw for singletee not drawing his inventor and yeah he bottom deck like oh I mean look at this hand. That's a bad hand to bottom deck.
That's some good cards.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Singletee definitely seems to have more of the non-inventor good cards, and you can use inventors to gain inventors pretty quickly. So I can definitely see where stuff is coming from.
mm-hmm.
Like here, I would invent inventor and then use the sleigh to put it in my hand, and then maybe not do that again, but do that at least once, I think.
Well, in other news, Haka is definitely ahead because he took the bath.
That's true. Those 2 points. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not nothing. I mean, it's the kind of game where it could end on 2 points difference easily.
You know what?
Ooh, okay, I don't like this gesture. Sorry to interrupt.
It's not only 2 points. It's a good feeling for the whole day. You know,
Oh
it's
yeah, you feel nice and clean.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Jester is definitely interesting. I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's bad. It is low,
yeah,
low
it's
interesting.
it's really weird.
Creative and bad.
I mean, I'd say it's really hard for me to imagine that Jester is ever better than another inventor here, right?
Yeah, or Cobbler, I think. Okay, yeah, this deck of singletees is going off the rails a little bit.
Gold is really weird.
Yeah, like this just to me is you want to do a big old inventor thing.
Yeah.
I would not mess around with.
I mean, gold kind of indicates you maybe want to go for colonies, but it's I don't know. It's really hard to justify.
I agree. I mean, I guess the thinking is just that there's no plus buy, so the inventor thing struggles to score a little bit, like not to a huge degree, but a little bit because it has to some of its gains are like estates and duchies. But I think, yeah, I agree with Steph. Like pretty much anything, green would have been better than gold too. So we'll see. It's a wild ride here for sure.
I guess so. What's up with the trash? Well, they are both pretty clean, right? Hideout is not the best card to discard, definitely with the Jester. You kind of take it because you can just you can use it as the your own hideout fuel, but So what do you know? Trash state for. I mean, having two crossroads on the in your deck, and then trashing this estate is like really bad, right? Because it's like your only draw, kind of.
Oh yeah, I would trash like gold. Like that gold can die. Like, you don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you really want to hit any kind of price point here. Like another inventor is good enough here, or another ghost town, whatever you like. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Hey, we're buying mortals.
oh, that is weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I guess he just thinks that like one colony is going to be enough to win this game, or two colonies maybe. I don't think you have that much time versus the big inventor thing coming together.
Well, I mean, I guess if you can build the deck where you can like you inventor a couple of nice things every turn, and then buy a colony every turn, then maybe you are not in a bad shape. But it's
Yeah, I feel like Haka's deck is going to come together and it's going to beat that. That's mostly what I think is going to happen.
so meanwhile, who has the remaining coppers? They trashed all but three between them.
Yeah, I think Haka has all three,
Hmm.
possibly.
And in this case, it was not the best draw for him to. I wonder if he keeps drawing here, or if he just gets a bunch of horses for the next turn, and like a bunch of ghost towns, and maybe like another
Yeah,
inventor.
I think that's what I would do. I would just take the horses and the ghost towns.
Yeah, probably like another inventor, because next turn he's going to able to afford to play everything.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds good. Like one inventors and ghost towns.
Yeah.
I like it.
Steph does not like more inventors.
Steph is not on board with the inventor thing, which
Yeah.
he wants the duchies. Yeah, duchies would be fine too. They're just sort of like, well, no, Hawk only has one crossroads, so I mean you can get a second one obviously, but it's not really true that the crossroads are draw.
You know what? If you'd listen to this guy, he would take dashes over everything.
That's true. Steph really wants the duchy rush
Yeah.
apparently.
One advantage of having a gold in your deck is that with the gold you can tax. Otherwise, I mean, look at this hakha3. So much action cards played, and he can't even have two coins.
Yeah, there's no taxability. Well, if Haka loses, we know what to do. We're going to blame it on the lack of taxing.
Yeah. Gain dacha by X rolls. Haka still has all the estates.
Yeah, yeah. I would gain inventor by ghost town.
I mean, I guess what are you really doing with all the inventors, right? Because right now the ghost towns are, they basically I would expect single T, either Hakka takes both right now, right? Or like single T takes both on the, probably Hakka shouldn't do it, right? But the single T will probably take the rest of them on his turn, and
Take
then
the rest of one of the ghost towns, yeah.
and
Yeah, I
then
don't really see what everyone's talking about that Single T is going to pile on his turn. Single T has 4 gains. Like
yeah.
he's got. You can chain a bit with the inventors, but I don't think there's going to be a pile out there.
Oh wow. So that's all in on inventors apparently.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's fine. That's what I was going. That's what I would do because I really don't think that single T is going to have an easy time. Yeah, there's not gonna
Oh,
does not look like there's going to be a pile out this turn. I mean, that's easy to say now, seeing the hand.
that's a nasty draw for him too. I guess
Yeah, if I knew,
you get the horse right and try to draw it
yeah,
this way.
trying to go, but still.
But Haka's decision kind of puts pressure on Singletee now because he really needs to score.
Yeah, he needs those golds to pull their weight.
Yeah, but he ain't drawing. He ain't drawing good enough here.
No.
Mm. I guess a Singletee you really kind of want the bronze. I don't know. I don't know. It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you just gotta kill the crossroads and buy the province.
Kills the ghost town. Opts for a better life there.
Yeah, but like it still doesn't get him anywhere. You know, it's not like the gold.
Yeah, it's not
It's
like
not like
a
you buy colony
it's
now.
not like a colony. Yeah.
You know.
And then he ends up having no ghost town for the next turn, and getting another ghost town is kind of not something you can really do. Well, I guess you can.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of have to. I mean, you don't have to, but like you know, you sort of have to.
Yeah, and Haka has three ghost towns in place, so it looks very promising for him.
Yeah, yeah. This was Hakka's brilliant plan was to force Singletee to score, and if he scores, then he can't buy tax. So
Right. But uh, hey, this hand uh, it does not look like a pile out to me.
not quite. I mean, I definitely play the hideout and probably trash a ghost town and see if we can get there.
He still has only one crossroads, so does he have any horses?
He should have more horses. He put 4 horses into the shuffle,
Hmm.
I think. So
And played only two of them.
yeah. So I would play the hideout.
I mean, the thing is, singles is not piling out, right? So maybe you can like chicken out and get like a couple of dashes with your inventors and like another crossroads and just try to drag this game a bit longer.
I mean, I don't know. Singletee, probably there's some miracle combination of cards that Singletee draws that let him get like 2 inventors and a ghost town. I mean, I guess you just get duchies as Hakka, but like, I think that the value of playing the hideout is high enough that you just do it. Like
Okay,
you
so here's another
trash.
inventor.
Like here, you can I don't know. You can trash something. Like there's things that you don't mind losing. Like you can if this doesn't win right now, you can kill the sleigh probably, or kill an inventor.
It's not enough for prawns on the last inventor, right? Yeah, you need five inventors for that, right? So yeah, he goes for the duchies.
Those are the duchies. I think it's a well. It seems okay.
Maybe a crossroads here.
Yeah. Well, you can buy the crossroads. I don't know if you
Mm,
invent. I would just
yeah,
invent
yeah,
the duchy and buy the crossroads.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks better.
It seems mostly okay.
So meanwhile, Haka has 7 ghost towns, while Singletee only has 2, and yeah, one of them in play now.
Yeah, it's not looking good for singletee. Gotta say.
Yeah, Steph must be really happy with the amount of Dutch he gained.
That's true.
So yeah, here it is, the triple Dutch and the crossroads by. Then again, not the best draw for Singletee, but it's really hard for these decks. They kind of it's really hard to have a nice draw, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier if you have like a lot of ghost towns. That's pretty much the thing that leads you to have nice draws.
Yeah, all those crossroads stuff really nice, a good large starting hand.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why I wanted the cobblers, just to add to that a little bit.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Singletee, I would not do singletee just gets a peddler. All right, that's I don't know.
Do you invent something into the shuffle? You definitely play Slay into the shuffle, right?
Yeah, I definitely put a sleigh. Well, yeah, the sleigh it might be better to have the sleigh for the reaction rather than for putting horses in the shuffle.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a consideration indeed.
Yeah, invent inventor into the shuffle definitely seems correct. And then I think I would play the horses.
So yeah, Haka's had in points. Not let's say not only because of this bath, but that also helped a lot.
Yeah, no, that was an enormous contribution to this victory, I would say.
Yeah. So yeah, bath wins.
Bath wins. No bath doesn't win. It's a straightforward lesson to take for this.
Right. All right. I'll be right back here.
Sure, yeah. That looks like the important things.
Yeah, that looks like a board where governor would be a really good thing to do. Which is nothing
Yeah,
too
I mean,
special about governor boards,
draw
right?
cards. It's like a good idea.
So
This is a sad salvager for Haka.
yeah,
Um,
but yeah. So far, what is it? It's game number six, right? And so far, Huck is ahead. So he won 3 games out of 5, right?
yep, yep.
So if he
Yeah.
wins or ties this one, Well, I guess he can't tie this one. Never mind. I mean, he can, but that would be singletee's decision.
Pretty much, yeah. It would be a bad idea for a singletee to take a tie.
Right.
But yeah, we have established at this point that singletee is basically guaranteed to win because first player just can't make it happen today.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows Dominion is a good game. It has, the only flaw in it is that second player always wins.
Yeah, that's true. It's a real shame, but we gotta live with it.
I mean, yeah, we kind of got used to it over the years, so.
I'm surprised that Hakha took a second salvager there. I would really think that you would want a temple instead to not be salvager mostly.
Yeah, I mean, Temple looks much better in the early game, right?
Yeah, although he does get a nice draw here.
Yeah, that was good indeed. Oh, a double slay, interesting. Well, I mean, I guess I guess slay is good kind of for the reaction here, right? So here
that's pretty much the reason. I still don't want maybe one slay. Two slays seems like more slays than I want, really. Slay is good for A-Fair. In the sense that you can trash it to get an A-Fair, I guess, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, but why would I mean I'm with complaint here. Why would you want Animal Fair? Eternal space is really limited, and then you kind of you'd rather play your salvagers maybe. Well, I mean, I guess Animal Fair is kind of good to have maybe for the your opponent Governor trash for the end game, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want them eventually, since yeah, that is really going to be really strong eventually because your opponent has to draw with Governor and they have to draw a lot if they want to use Outpost. So your Animal Fairs will be provinces eventually, but it seems early.
Oh hey, so both got an outpost. Kind of missed that.
No, singletee will have the first output advantage, which I think is pretty good. I think singletee looks pretty solidly ahead here, which is to be expected off of Hakha opening the salvager and then not finding it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there is a funny thing about Outpost on the Governor board with no discard attack. You kind of get in, if you're drawing nicely yourself, you get in those huge hands to your opponent, right? For the 2 turns of Governor draw.
Yeah, it's one of those things that tends to be like one player is drawing a lot and the other player is drawing an even more extreme amount.
Yeah. So here you can maybe get another Governor by killing this horse.
I would remodel a horse.
Yeah. And probably just get the horses as opposed to like putting Governor in play, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think going into the outpost turn, you want horses in the shuffle more than you want like a gold.
Yeah, because gold doesn't do the whole lot right now still. And gets yet another slay.
I mean, gotta be thinking about turning them into A-Fairs soon. I think it's about time when I would want to do that.
Yeah, that would make sense. Do you kill slay here or do you kill a silver?
Yeah, I think I would kill slay like by Governor and A-Fair.
Yeah. And top deck the Governor.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, three slays is a lot of slays. It's like one. It's like one of those old school Russian paintings, with like winter and everybody's going somewhere on the sleigh. It's like a sleigh party.
Yeah, I mean the art for Slay, it really does look like something like that. I think it's got that sort of classical,
Yeah,
maybe like 19th century watercolor feel to it.
yeah. I really like this art. The only thing is, it's a bit out of place. It's not in touch with the rest of Menagerie art.
I don't know. I mean, if you look at like the animal fair art there, I mean that it sort of fits in with that. You know, the animal fair isn't it doesn't quite have the same like beautiful winter scene, but I think they're trying to do something similar there.
Uh, Actually, one problem I have with the sleigh art is that it always looks like an empty pile.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's sort of sneaky. It needs something a little bit more colorful.
Or-
So Helga decides to take two horses over the governor, which seems okay-ish. I don't know. I feel like governor is still better than two horses. Like it
Um,
takes like one governor play to be better than two horses. It's not difficult. Really.
yeah. Can he take the rest of? Can a singletee take the rest of the governors here? Probably he can between two turns, right?
I mean, I think you can just
Uh,
right now.
yeah. Actually, he can do it right
Yeah.
now.
And I think I would, and then probably I'm not sure what I'm planning on doing on the outpost turn. Probably just greening. Well, you need some golds.
Yeah,
You need
probably
another gold. Yeah.
probably you'd rather not. You try not to draw the whole lot. You try to just get a bunch of golds.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't want to
Yeah.
draw a bunch of cards right now.
Yeah, that definitely looks good for singletee now.
Yeah, I think he's looking good.
Wonder if you draw with this one and just gain a gold.
I think drawing's okay. I don't know about drawing the second time.
Here,
Alright. So here we can get.
that looks like golds and bronze.
Yeah, one province, two golds. Sounds okay to me. Or I guess this way works better. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Because like yeah, the silvers are very junk at this point. You do not want the silvers anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna like remodel into forum just for that.
Yeah, just for fun. What you gotta do is remodel into forum, and then I always forget that forum. Forum would be much better. I would enjoy it a lot more if it was when you gain this +1 buy. That would do some interesting things.
I wonder if there's. I wonder if Capital is going to see some play here. Oh hey, wow, that's not a good turn for Hakha.
No, this is not good.
He can like top deck a forum if he wants to, or like top deck the whole bunch of all his governors with an in.
I would just play the A fair and buy like forum and A fair.
Do you think maybe there is only like one good turn left for Hakha, so that kind of makes Capital like maybe not the worst idea.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that. I can see capital A fair instead of forum A fair. The thing is that capital's a little bit less good because you kind of have like two turns. You know, if you get one turn, you get two. It's a bonus deal. So I can see a case for forum over capital just because forum is really nice at sifting.
Oh yeah, but I mean then again, if you're thinking about the form, then maybe in does kind of the same thing here, but does it better, right? Because you just top deck all your
Yeah.
good stuff. Then again, the only problem with that is you don't have the animal fair, and well, I guess you can top deck that too, right?
That's true. You can shuffle it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not clear that you actually want to do that, but maybe you do. I would shuffle. Yeah, I mean you're right. This is definitely better than four. You shuffle like all those horses and all those guns in.
But yeah, I guess Mika's right here that if Hakha gains province mid-turn, then singletee is like extremely likely to just finish on his double turn.
Yeah, I mean I don't think it makes the animal fair bad. Like you clearly still take the province. Like it's better to have the province than not to have the province. I just don't think it's very impactful given how many um, provinces singletee could kind of expect to get here over his two turns.
Right.
Yeah, like here I would take. I mean, you can take three provinces,
Play the
stop
outpost.
drawing, and I think that's pretty good.
I mean, is the he's still okay? So he decides to draw. What's the last three cards? Are there any horses down there?
That's a good question. I am not tracking well enough to answer it.
Honda says there should be a governor. So is it really 7-3? Wow, that's huge. If there is a governor there, then probably it's okay to just leave it like that and not draw the for the last turn.
Yeah, and I would even think about not buying province and buying in instead to shuffle like the horses and stuff in.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. It's not enough for both forum and in. Yeah, but yeah, even just getting in is still pretty good.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have eight anyways. I thought he would have eight after doing all this, but he doesn't. But getting two horses in the inn and the shuffle is definitely a positive.
Yeah, so you just get if you get a province in the duchy. Oh, never mind. It's just over.
No, players two, undefeatable.
Right. All right. So I'm full of excitement. We getting into game 7.
No, it's been a good match. We get a lot of excitement out of it.
So if I'm not mistaken, the first player should be random here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Maybe one of them should volunteer to go second. You know, take the bullet.
But yeah, we can definitely see that despite the huge what you call it rating difference, they definitely are. That's definitely a very good matchup because both are very strong players, and it's been really close so far.
Some high level dominion for sure.
All right, so
Singletee has taken the coveted second player spot.
yeah, that's a huge advantage.
Yeah. Hawker probably thinking about the resign right now. This board just mostly looks like a lot of grave robber nonsense.
Yeah, looks like a grave robber Wonker. Yeah, that's
grave robbers and cursed villages, and that's mostly
going back and forth.
yeah. Probably
spinning the
probably
wheels.
fortress.
How good is inheritance here?
Well, you definitely don't want to trash your estate's dismantle, so it seems pretty good in that sense.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like you really don't want silvers. I guess getting like a gold is fine, but trashing estates with dismantle always just feels so bad.
Yeah, it's okay like if you're playing like a chapel board,
Yeah.
and that's about it. So shanty silver, double shanty. Double shanty is yeah, it's
Well,
okay with me. That seems. I feel like I mean shanty silver probably gets you to 7 a little bit faster. I don't know how much you care about that.
well,
Yeah, I would open shanty silver personally, but probably also partially because I'm not thinking about mule.
yeah. I mean, double shanty does not look crazy here, just I mean, because of way of the mule. It can if you collide them, it's still not that bad.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's fine. Um,
Silver is definitely bad long term, but still, if I mean, you get in dismantle here, right? No matter what, and then you can dismantle your silver into like a state or like slay, depending whether you have inheritance or not.
yeah, yeah, I agree with Nick on this one. I think you wanna you those sixes are gonna be important. So having silver is pretty good.
Yeah, that makes sense indeed. Opens with a dismantle.
Both they both do, huh? That can't say I agree with the dismantle opening.
I mean, then again, it's what singletee opted for silver. Okay, and Hakha
All
got
right.
the copper and the gold.
For the copper. I mean, you know, if you're opening dismantle, it's to dismantle estates mostly. Like you're not getting anywhere dismantling coppers.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Huck has got the fortress now. Salty also gets a fortress. I guess their thinking is just that you need the gold to hit 7, which I don't. Well, it works out for Haka here.
Oh,
Although if that
hey,
gold was a
yeah.
silver, he would have also got it. So,
Would you look at that?
yeah.
So that's I mean, what do you inherit? Like fortresses, I guess, or like
Yeah, I think
scheme?
fortress. Um, Definitely at this point in the game, fortress is best. I would say.
I mean, it's not like this board has a lack of villages, right? But yeah, it's just pretty good right now.
Yeah. The people who want to inherit Shanty, you are all insane. For the just the +1 card on your village is much better than the other thing. Seam could be all right. Like that definitely gives you a lot of consistency in the long run, which is nice. Like once you have a CV, then you can start every turn with a CV, and like that sounds pretty good.
I would actually. How do you think about maybe considering inheriting Shantytown? Because you can, if it's a bad Shantytown draw, then you can just mule it. But if it's a good Shantytown draw, then you're like super happy.
Yeah, but I'm just still not just still not very happy about muling it. You know, it's a lot better than I mean it's better than nothing, but um, I don't think
Well, yeah, I mean,
the mule like if you draw like you know three if you draw the shanty town you already have together with like 2 estates, then you're pretty sad.
yeah.
You're not drawing very effectively.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. So, what's going on? So, yeah, Haka ended up inheriting the scheme, which is
Yeah,
immediately kind of was not the best with with the next turn.
yeah, it's definitely more of a long term play, I guess, or
Hmm.
medium term, I guess you could say. So
And then it's basically the same thing again here. But this time I guess
Yeah,
you... Yeah?
so I was good. This time I used to get BV, so that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, good omens would be a nice hex to get here. It's like a night watchman or something. But better.
Yeah, night watchman that doesn't go in your deck would be pretty great.
But I guess Border Village is just so good, so you probably just play the Slay and get it. Skip the Dismantle here.
Yeah, I don't see a need to dismantle anything, or to play the Dismantle. Well, I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't like this. I'd rather have the horses than trash the copper.
Oh no, not the poverty. Please no.
Yeah, that's crushing, yeah. Haka can just resign at this point, I think.
Yeah. So I wonder if you play with... you probably eventually gonna play with multiple Dismantles here, right?
I'm not sure. I feel like you just switched to Grave Robber rather than getting the second Dismantle.
What I was... I don't know. I mean, probably it's kind of slow, but don't you want to eventually try to get rid at least of some coppers?
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe you're right. Maybe the second Dismantle pays off.
I mean, obviously for the for the end game, Grave Robber is much better, but I don't know. So is Haka considering trashing the horse there? Well, apparently not.
Sorry, my internet just cut out. I'm back again.
Okay. So yeah, here, I mean, what's the best thing you can get out of this fortress, really?
Probably just not dismantling it because I don't want a gold.
Yeah, I mean
that's my instinct. Yeah.
yeah, the biggest problem is you getting the gold with that, and you don't really want it. Oh hey, that's the good omens.
Yeah, it's a pretty good omen. Although you'd like to have your Chris Villages in the shuffle, maybe. I'm not sure how good it is really, but probably a little bit of a net positive. Yeah. Mediocre omens. Let's
All right.
see if singletee can pull his 7 out.
Do you really play Cursed Village first? I mean,
before the fortress, you mean? Yeah, I mean, well, if this is what was in the shuffle, then it doesn't. Well, I guess he would have liked to play the fortress.
yeah. I mean, yeah, even if you know you don't have the Dismantle, you still can expect to draw the Slay.
Yeah, but this way he gets to inheritance. I don't know if he would have the other way. I mean, it's possible if he did, but so now singletee has to think about what to inherit. Singletee has a lot of villages. I would consider inheriting Slay.
Inherits a scheme as well.
Yeah, I'm not too inspired by the inheritance scheme. Like, it was more okay for Haka because he had much less of a deck at the time he had inheritance, but for singletee, it's not inspiring me.
I mean, I mean, obviously, I guess the most important thing about this inheritance is that you're moving estates out of your deck, and
Yeah, yeah. I mean, whatever you inherit, it's a huge boon for you for
yeah.
sure.
But yeah, I would like Border Village Dismantle here or something. Grave. I mean, what would the Grave Robber do for you right now?
I mean, you trash a fortress and gain a border village and whatever you want.
Right.
That's mostly what I want to play.
Okay, let's pretend I didn't say the last thing I said. Okay. But yeah, I mean,
It's good, you know. It's for playing to the audience.
but
Here we have some anti synergy between Shantytown and Chris Village. It's a little bit over. It's not like over. Like Hawking can still draw badly. That is very possible.
yeah, I mean,
Not call this over.
right now they both have a lot of junk still, like pretty much junk. And yeah, as Steph says,
The gold was bad. Like dismantling that fortress was bad.
well, that's a great hand for Haka. And it kills the copper.
No, I guess. Well, I don't know. I mean, muling things. I mean, you mule the horse at least. I guess of a shanty.
Yeah, muting the horse makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like gives
Yeah,
the
that's really what I want to do with. Yeah.
it kind of gives you the same. Yeah, I mean, it just looks better than what he ended up doing.
Mm. Like you just want to see the Graver Robber here with the fortress, which you don't get to do anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, Grave Robe and the horse. It's kind of. Hey, I
Feels
told you
better.
what are you going to do with this Grave Robber? Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, he shouldn't really play that fortress. Could have drawn in a different order.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could Grave Robber gold, then that would make life a lot better. Well, the reason to not kill the horse is because Singletee also has a Grave Robber now, so it lets Singletee rob your horse. Yeah, we'll see how Singletee's turn goes here. Definitely could go very well or very poorly, depending on what we draw here. Wow, muling that Chris Village is bold, I have to say.
Yeah. But it's kind of working out. I mean,
Well,
oh wait,
yes.
that's good. That's a
That's
good
good.
draw.
Yeah. That's what you want with this thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
So do we want another Chris Village here or another Grobber? Go for the Grobber. I think we need more draws. Oh, okay, that's bad.
Yeah. I mean,
I
obviously you can move really fast through provinces, but there is so much with the fairgrounds with you can do several provinces per turn with the grave robbers, but
yeah, I mean you do the or you just get several fairgrounds per turn. Like that's
yeah,
real easy. All you need is a fortress and just grab it into fairgrounds
yeah,
over and over again. Like
and you already have pretty much all the action cards on the board, well except for the inn, which inn is not actually all that bad here, right?
yeah, some point.
Oh, really? But
Okay.
hey, they want us to have a fast game here, apparently.
They don't want us to have fun commentating a lengthy tactical grave robber CV engine. They just want to click on the green cards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they're taking turns in getting the bad grade rover.
Well, there's BVs in the trash now, so this is not really
Oh,
this is not a
right.
bad
Never
grade
mind.
robber.
Never mind. My bad. Yeah. I mean, you still want it still you kind of want to just get the points out of your grave robber play, but it's like
That's not what I want to do. I don't want grave robber play. I want to like gain good cards.
I mean,
But
I mean, yeah, but since we only have 4 provinces left in the supply,
I don't know. I think just because there's fairgrounds there's still time to do stuff.
Mm.
Like the CV draw-ish engine is gonna choke a lot on having green cards in it. That's the thing it really does not want. Is it does not want to have provinces. I mean, it doesn't want to have golds either. But like we're pushing it a little bit. I would say.
so Haka tried to save this border village for the remodeling thing, but never drew the grave robber. But yeah. Oh wow. That's an. Oh well. Okay. I guess the state is just a scheme, but I'd say it can go either way now.
Yeah, I think Kaka is ahead both because he has more points and because I would say his deck was better before they started greening.
I wonder if you play border village over fortress there. Well, I mean, Huck is behind, so he's probably should look more towards fairgrounds. I mean, behind in terms of points.
Yeah.
So
I think reasonable to go for the fairground stuff. I mean, you're pretty close to the. I mean, okay, how does fairground work again? You need to get to 6, you need 15, so you need all the kingdom cards and 5 more. It's really easy to get to the 6 point fairgrounds here. So
I wonder if this curse matters for the fairgrounds.
yeah, I mean, I
I
don't even think it does. I think that he's over 15 even without the curse.
okay.
Because he's got province, duchy, estate, all the treasures, and then all the kingdom cards except in. So that should be 15 exactly.
Hmm. So yeah, he's catching up with points, and now he's ahead.
Yeah. This gets a real nice starting hand here.
Yeah. So they both have 2 grave robbers, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of it does not make sense for Hakan to try and go for like triple prawns or anything, right? It's not likely that he can get there, and he should also, I guess, try to opt for fairgrounds now.
Yeah, I mean, he should also, I think, have the 6. Yeah, looks like he's got the 6 point fairgrounds too, so there's not really a reason not to go for that.
Yeah. Ew. Well, I mean, it's still a duchy gain on this grave robber, right? Or like,
Yeah. So you get duchy fairgrounds. That's an okay turn. I would want the in too, but like apparently they don't want in, so it'll be muling the horse. I don't. This seems worse than Well, maybe it's okay. I don't know. I wouldn't. I would prefer to grab the horse instead of the BB there.
This province kind of looked a bit weird, maybe.
To go for to turn BB to province instead of into fairgrounds. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I would definitely lower the fairgrounds instead.
because fairgrounds are kind of just, it's the same points, but fairgrounds are easier to get. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, winds up not mattering since Haka can't get two fairgrounds. Could bring it into hand. Yeah, that's true. It costs a lot to kill the grave robber, but maybe you have to do it.
you can
Gain
get.
the BB. Yeah, okay, great. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I guess you. Oh, hey, you can. Well, Cursed Village is bad, right? I mean,
No, it's
considering
to
the things you can put in hand right now with the sleigh.
yeah. I think the end is just better.
Yeah. Oh, hey, wait a second. He lost some points there. He was at
Yeah,
40, so it
lost
must
some
it
points
must
on
be
that too.
horses. It must be horses.
Mm.
Well, I mean, in gives him the sets him independent from horses, but it's not the biggest deal.
It's nice for the peace of mind, you know.
Yeah. Oh wait, wow. He plays the sleigh. That's
Yeah,
reason.
that's a little surprising to me.
Yeah. Do you kind of? I mean, what's the next thing you're going to do then?
I don't know. I guess maybe I. This looks like you're gonna grab the grave robber into a province.
Oh well, probably still fairgrounds, right?
Yeah.
But
Province equivalent card.
oh, yeah, maybe Haka forgot he can't simultaneously play the sleigh and react with the sleigh.
That's possible. I mean, or I just forgot about the sleigh reaction. It's kind of an easy thing to overlook sometimes.
Yeah, I guess. Oh hey, that's interesting, right? Because they both only have schemes in their deck as a setup card, but it does count for fairgrounds, right?
Yeah, it's your card. You own that card.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons Dominion is such an amazing game. You can play it for years, and then every once in a while, a couple of times per evening, you're still gonna get a couple of interactions, and you're like, oh hey, that's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, there's some cool things like that that just show up, just sort of out of the blue.
Yeah. Oh hey, look at that. We have a lot of spectators. I've never seen. I'm not sure I've seen more than that.
Yeah, it must be our excellent commentary. I think the word must have gotten out.
Yeah. Probably that's the only reason.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty clutch top deck to pull there. Although I don't know about Mueling the Grave Robber. That seems a little
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I mean, that's your main way out of, your best payload.
Things, yeah. Yeah. I mean, this turns out to be okay because you get the fairgrounds at least.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most important thing. It,
Yeah, yeah. But it could have gone a lot worse. So now the question is, whose deck is best at getting provinces, and I really don't know. I feel like Hakha has a little advantage there, although he did lose a grave robber. So these golds are coming in clutch here.
Does Haka has 3 golds? Or is it...
I'm not sure if he has. Yeah, I'm not sure what the gold split is.
Alright. Well, I mean, you get the points here, right? It's not like...
Yeah.
Probably the other thing you can think about is an in. But Dashi, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it seems bad.
It's like Haka doesn't even like the long game, right? Because a long game benefits singletee for having like another grave robber, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, especially like if singletee can get that grave robber out of the trash. Or I mean, he doesn't have to. Obviously, could just do other things. Huh. No, this is strange. I mean, well, I guess it doesn't draw, so that's the reason.
Yeah.
Well, I guess singletee also gets to gain a duchy, or could go for something like BB in here. I think an in. Just got it for the end now.
Yeah, and are both the grave robbers in the discard? Oh, never mind. One was on top.
On the deck, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting that in looked a lot better than
Yeah.
doing this. Yeah.
Is Haka's last grave robber down there? I wonder.
That was at the top of the shuffle, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's been a long shuffle.
Yeah. Not getting the second dismantle.
Or something. There's mistakes were made, I think. Mistakes were made along the way. But, yeah.
Alright, so here's the grave robber. No good targets though. Oh, never mind.
That's not the target.
Yeah, I mean,
Will he pull the trigger this time? I don't know.
but I mean, if not that, then what? I mean, what is he hoping to do here? And it's not like lowering, at this point, lowering another dashi is like the same as lowering the province, right? Pretty much. It's even easier.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do it.
Yeah. It would be even easier for singletee to get the dashes than the provinces.
Yeah, I mean, really, he should have taken the province last time, and then
Yeah.
he'd be in a very winning position right now.
And Haka's best way out here, I guess, is to get the province there and then draw the golds next turn or something. And then it would be really hard to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, this game is definitely like who gets the two provinces. I mean, I guess it's possible that like singletee can get 3 duchies in a turn, but that seems extremely difficult to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the cursed villages line up like in some specific fashion, then.
Well, yeah, I mean, for example, if you bought in last turn, then you're basically stacking the deck so that you can do that sort of thing now, right?
Yeah. I mean, you just get the estate here. It's nothing else you really want to have.
Yeah, just take that.
You know, it looks like
Pocket does have to have.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say something stupid. And exactly, I was about to say that our chat has gone meta. You know, it's discussing itself.
Yeah, it's true. It's trying to observe itself, which quantum mechanics tells us is always bad. But yeah, anyways, we just have to watch coming up in the shuffle that Hakha has the issue of where he's reliant on his horses for uniques still.
Yeah,
That could cause unexpected pain.
yeah. But I mean, a silver, okay. So yeah.
That seems worse than the spade, I would say.
But anyway,
Both be at 15.
Hakha has a bronze in hand, so that's something.
Mm.
And if I were a singletee, I would just go for it right now. Go for the bronze. But it is losing, but he doesn't know about it. Also, the hand look. It's like it's the same person. Those are the same hands.
There's some resemblances here. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no, definitely can't take the province because you know that what Hakha top deck there. So yeah, you just take Duchy Estate and
Oh right, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, those were top decked. It's so he knows. I mean, there is no reason for Hakha to not take the bronze here, right?
yeah, I think you just have to take it. That it's not like safe, but what else do you do, right?
I mean, Border Village Dash is. I mean, yeah, you still ahead. You're like you are kind of likely. So you haven't seen any golds this shuffle, right? So you're kind of likely to get the dash in next turn, but
Yeah, I'm not seeing how it's because if you get the province now and the duchy next turn, you just win anyways.
yeah, I mean, shouldn't go with the prawns. Hey, but chat says you can actually there is a border village in the trash, so you can get a dashi this way. But it's I mean it doesn't really matter, right? Okay, so he goes for the prawns. This hand
Yeah,
looks promising.
I think it makes sense.
And here, yeah, I mean, single T can get that dashi, but I mean, I wonder what you're trying to draw with the border village.
I guess just a grave robber is about it, but it's not even clear that you want that in that hand yet.
Yeah, but you probably would. Your best bet is just to gain dashi and see what happens the next turn, right? Just hope that Hakha stalls completely, and then you can maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, here's the GG.
Here's the golds coming.
Here are the golds.
Buying the province.
Yeah.
The conventional way.
All right. So that was a tough one and a pretty good match.
Yeah, no, great match. Yeah, congratulations to Hakha for pulling it out.
Yeah, and very well fought by singletee.
Yeah, definitely was about as close as it could be there.
Well, all right. So I guess we are done here. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching and listening, and thanks xyrix for I think we done fine here.
Yeah, we did all right. I think it was a good time. Thanks a lot for joining me here, and yeah, maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Okay, well, see you then.
Bye.